make a run score. Neto comes in, an error by Bichette. 4-0 Angels.
Got to keep capitalizing, keep scoring here.
Each of the first 2 innings. Soler was trying to.
He was trying to make it 3 more runs.
Looking for a crusher, right? 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the softest hit out of the 5 hits for the Angels. It's a bouncer, another one for Bichette. This time he makes the play and ends the inning. But 2 more runs. Adele homered. He's got a real future in this.
Yeah, I think so. Thing is, he's not.
Junior, and early in his career, he cannot be like that. Soriano has that one go off his glove. Anderson was unable to clean it up from there. That's a good example.
Yeah, you have a good idea when to let the baseball go and when not to do so. Although it's a little easier on the glove side to make that play.
First time, hit the ball sharply through the right side.
Seen so far in this series, Santander is really good.
And he held up. No appeal from Ohapi there. Went around that time. It was a nasty splitter.
I like when he uses his splitter.
There, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Santander. This one bounces up off of Ohapi.
It's a tough one, especially on a sinker when it hits that dirt like that with that kind of spin to it to keep that. Back to another splitter. That's a good one there. Again, you can see how much he likes that.
Here on Santander. Swing and a miss. Back foot slider. We haven't seen him do that much till. 1 out as Springer bats here with a runner on second base. And there's that first pitch breaking ball. The curve. The ball's in a strike on Springer. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. But even so, those 2 pitches, the splitter and the slider, he throws probably more often. Good job by Ohapi there to keep that one in front.
Yeah, what it comes down to, so many people, they'll say he's sinker so good he could throw that all game.
Ball's 1 strike on Springer. It's in on his hands, a fastball to make it 2-2.
That's the slider and knuckle curve coming.
Into the breaking ball, but left so far. Had him loaded with nobody out in the first inning. For Soriano, recorded 3 straight strikeouts. Varsho slips one to left center, a base hit. That will bring Guerrero home. It'll move Springer across to third. Varsho.
Now they have 2 men in scoring position. Fastball was up 99, stayed on it, provided the power.
Seems like they pay for it almost every time. You know, Wash was talking about that earlier today with the bunts that they have seen over the last. So the Angels seem to pay for every little mistake, and Soriano making that attempt on the Guerrero ball turned into an infield hit. Now it's turned into a run. Now, a squibbing ground ball will drive in a run. Neto makes the play to first base. It's 4-0 following the first 2. Barger takes a big cut up there. No balls and a strike.
Now you got to have a lot of trust in Logan Ohapi behind. Nice job there by Ohapi, keeping that knuckle curve in front.
Pitch count starting to add up.
Just elevated and up.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Soriano trying to keep the lead at 4-2 with a man on third. And he walks Barger. It's the second walk. Now he'll bat here with Varsho at third base and Barger at first. Indeed. Tapped up the middle. Anderson behind second base will run it to the bag, and that ends the inning. Logan Ohapi will lead things off here in third. He swings through the first pitch. Hit in the air to right, easy for Santander. 1 out.
Well, he was a great player. Part of that incredible 1984 Detroit Tiger team. It was a really good, really nice.
1 ball, no strikes on Moncada, only 70 years old. And the Tigers were just here at Angel Stadium over the past week. It's Juice is the name of the team that Kerry Carpenter played on. Chet had been a coach, instructor of future big leaguers and kids who are playing ball, travel ball level in Florida for the last number of years.
He's a great person to be around.
From kind of near Pittsburgh, so he's a hometown kid managing the Pirates now as Moncada strikes out on the curve.
At the plate, the mechanics were good, but Wash said he's just a young kid who's still learning, so you're going to see a lot of those ups and downs.
That two-strike approach, Arky, you're exactly right. It almost looks like it got him.
Almost did, yeah. 2 balls and a strike now on Paris. What a day. 2 balls and a strike on Paris. Now 3-1. First American post. Balls and a strike on Paris. Ground ball to third. And that does end the inning. 1-2-3. This is Nathan Lucas leading off for Toronto as he takes ball. Struggled in the 9th inning. There's a strike. The last 4 starts entering today, the Angels only had 5 total. Offense against Toronto. Just missed the corner, 3-2. We'll see if it continues against a Baltimore team that has really struggled to get outs in the early part of the year.
Big batter here with that top of the order coming up. Dangerous top of the order.
Need a strike. 3-2. Here it comes to Nathan Lucas. Chopper to second. Tim Anderson waits. And that's 1 out.
That's that ground ball action.
Someday, Tyler Anderson. Orioles haven't listed a starter yet, although Cade Povich is in line. Start for the Orioles.
So surprising with all that talent, young talent they have too.
Baltimore is 13-23 after getting swept by Minnesota this week. They are 10 games under 500 for the first time since before all the kids started coming up. 1 ball, 1 strike on Bichette. There's a fly ball hit well left center field. Ward is back for it. Has some room shy of the track. It's 3. Dropped out from underneath them.
He's a really good manager. I've been around him a few times in that clubhouse. Well respected. But it's all about winning.
Yeah. Strike 1 to Guerrero. John Schneider knows that. He was plugged into that role as manager in the middle of the season. 2022, Charlie Montoya was let go. Schneider got the job and he led. So those are the guys who were the nicest to him.
We're nice to him, aren't we? Yes.
Now he can hire whoever. Still just 26 years old. Ball 4. Guerrero walks. Ball 1 to Santander. You always talk about Vlad Sr. as the best bad ball hitter maybe in baseball history. Rips this one, but right at Anderson.
Oh, that's some quick hands by Tim Anderson. That ball was crushed.
And now Max Scherzer's here.
That one's going to be in the Hall of Fame, though.
1 ball, 1 strike. They're in New York in 2022. Here's Adele shooting one to right field. It's pretty deep. Santander's back, and he reaches up. And did he hang on to that? He did.
He's around, jumps up, and controls the baseball.
1 out. Here's Anderson against Bassett. The strike is in there from Chris Bassett, but Bassett and Scherzer were basically attached to the hip when they spent that year together in New York, constantly talking pitching. And Bassett felt like Scherzer coming to Toronto was going to help him as a Blue Jay. He said he's learned so much from Scherzer day in and day out that they could.
Information you get.
That's shot through the middle and a base hit. Anderson turned Bassett inside out.
On an 0-2 pitch.
Bassett making sure he looks at Neto. Neto said.
That's part of the reason why they make sure the pitcher's making eye contact.
Always is. As Neto chops one foul, no balls and 2 strikes. Scherzer just eats and. First as Anderson dives back.
Every time I see him, I just call him my mentor. He meant so much to my career.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, I'll never forget what Dennis Leonard once told me. Boom, you're done. prepare the next game. And I saw him one game. He gave up like 10 runs at a game.
Chopper to third. That's a fair ball. Barger throws it across low, but Guerrero has it. He was among the league leaders in pitches per inning. He said it was really important to him this year to tighten that up, to attack.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
2 balls and no strikes. Scherzer's made so much money, he can do whatever he wants when his career's over. But I hope that they. It was on the inside corner. Curveball on 3-1. I don't think.
He's not worried about throwing a strike here on any of his pitches, which could go back and look.
Round ball to Bichette. Has it. He makes the play to first to end the innings.
The Angels can help. Difficult it is, and how much fun mothers have. That smile on the face.
Follow. It's ball 3. Soriano's command is
5th inning, and then go to the bullpen.
It's ball 4. So another walk, 4 of them from so brings up Varsho and an RBI double his last time. Ball 1. And a bouncer foul. And Gary Varsho named his 1 ball, 1 strike on Varsho. Hit hard. Neto can't reach it. It's in there for a base hit. Springer flying around the bases. Varsho going to the opposite field with authority. So now it's Kirk who grounded out. Strike 1 to Kirk. It's Hector Neris who is smacked. It's caught by Shotwell, and it's a double play. 2 outs, and Anderson Barger looks at ball 1. Drive assisted it. Now line drive will drive him in. A base hit for Barger makes it 4-3.
Well,
It's been peculiar to see where they are offensively. They've been the worst road scoring. Seven out of 8 against the AL West. It's in there for a strike.
this might be his last batter, I would think, Wayne.
It's 2 outs. Soriano will leave with the lead if he can get one more out here. And
Yeah, he went on
check
that
swing at strike 3. So that ends the inning. Leads off here in the bottom of the 5th inning as he hits one in the air to right. First pitch going after it against Bassett, who is pretty field soon after. Strike 1 to Soler. Angels would like to have him and be back for when the Angels go on the road next week, although it's not much of a road. A couple of short distance.
Down so far.
Reached out for that one and hit a 1-hopper to third. Barger sends it across for the out.
From the stretch with someone on base.
2 on Ohapi, who's 0 for 2 today. Due to pitch in that series at Petco Park. That ball's hit sharply and through a base hit.
Another hit on an 0-2 pitch by Bassett giving up.
He's after the first pitch here, and it's a bouncer that leads Bichette right to the second base bag to end the inning. This music gets me every time. Here's Nathan Lucas looking at a strike.
You love him? No.
Enya? Nunya. How about Nunya? There's a base hit for Lucas. Play 1 for 3 with a base hit. In front of that a bit on the cutter. 1 ball, 1 strike. This looking hairdo that he had too. 2 balls and 1 strike on Bo Bichette. Dante was drafted by the Angels. No, he's had some health issues too.
Yes.
It's good that he's being inducted while he's. It's a fly ball to the right field line.
That was a gigantic human being at the plate, though, by the way, facing him.
Yeah, I bet that was fun.
Oh, yeah. Extremely fun.
Dave Parker, that was his last major league season. The Angels traded a pretty. And that's ball 4. So Johnson has come in and kind of picked up where Soriano left off. A lot of traffic on the bases. After Guerrero, and then it's Springer, a right-handed batter. Won't be an easy track here for an Angels bullpen that has scuffled. Looper to left. Taylor Ward won't get there. It's a base hit. Guerrero didn't hit it hard, just floated it. This year. Here the Angels are trying to sweep the Blue Jays. And Santander with a line drive. That's a base hit. It will at least tie the game, and it will give Toronto the lead as both Lucas and Bichette come home. So the Angels bullpen. Here's Springer. And it's ball one from Burke. Quickly disappeared. And now Burke will try to just keep it close because the bases. Ball hit well left center field. Paris got a good break on it going back to make the catch. All the runners tagging up, and they'll all advance a base. Toronto adds to the lead, 6-4 RBI. Ground ball, Shotwell has it, throws it home. Ohapi sends it right back, and it is.
Good base running again by Springer, really.
That throw outside the baseline. Shotwell was in the right spot, but ended there. An error charged to Ohapi, and now base hit to left. Kirk
started this all off. Luke's with a base hit in this inning.
No strikes. Now 2-0.
Yeah, Lucas hit that ball real hard to right field.
This last time, Lucas started this inning with that base hit, and now the Blue Jays have just pushed the line. 2 balls and a strike. Little bloopers, shallow left. Moncada trying to get there, and he can't reach it. And that ends the inning, but it's a 4 spot for the Blue Jays as they lead at 7-4. Just to catch up here, down 3. But they were ahead 4-0 in this game. Big stools. Fly ball to right center field. And square it up, and it's caught by his first time tonight. He has been one of the players around Major League Baseball. Well, he had hits with both of them.
We hit a home run on that curve.
Off the glove of Bassett, might be a tough play. The bare hand, the throw. Unbelievable play by Ernie. Fly ball to right from Anderson. We'll see if it stays in play. Santander is chasing, and
it was real close, being like it was going in the stand.
Expect one of the players that jump into the front row right next to it.
That wasn't on the old bingo card.
You don't see that too much in this sport. Anderson couldn't hold his swing. That ends the inning. 1-2-3. It's the first for Bassett since the third. Two balls, 2 strikes still on Bichette.
Another souvenir flying in there.
That is on the inside corner, strike 3. Bichette didn't like it.
That was definitely a strike, though. And it's an automatic ejection.
You can juggle it to yourself, though.
Yes, yes.
Swing and a miss.
97 painted on the outside corner.
I'm still trying to get the umpire's attention. He's looking over there. So 2 outs, and the batter is Santander, who has 2 more RBI. 1 ball, 1 strike. Santander. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's fouled back, and it's 1-2. 2 years ago, when Santander hits this one out to right field pretty deep. Adele is back out near the wall and has just enough room. Will that here in the 7th at the top of their order. It's the 4th time around now against Bassett. You don't worry about a guy like him.
Absolutely well with that.
Nearing 100 pitches, so his night will be over soon, but he's out here in the 7th. And he's behind Neto. 2-6. Actually did that in his first start of the year. He came right out of the gate with 106 pitches against the Orioles. Neto lines one through, base hit, leadoff man's on.
That's that start. Notice that doubt is created.
Streak that he's put together. It is only half of the major league record, though. Ted Williams got on base in 84.
He painted that outside corner.
So Neto's streak, while notable, is pitches in the zone but fouled off. 3-2. Angels have 8 hits off of Bassett tonight in 6+ innings.
A lot of room then.
And it's ball 4, so the Angels have their first 2 men on base here. The tying run will come to the plate. Taylor Ward.
Can't imagine him getting his
15 pitches to get 4 outs yesterday. He's back out there to face Ward here in the 7th. Gold from Cuba. Ahead of Ward 0-2. He spent some time in Japan. Ward. Back to the fastball, and it was taken for ball 1.
Well, you seen that he was late on.
Check swing. He went around. Strike 3. Here is Soler with the big hit last night. At the end of the bat, he pops it shallow right center. It might drop. It is dropping, and it's a base hit. So here is Logan O'Hoppe. Late that time.
That's a good take.
Ball hit in the air, center field. Varsho has some room. Will bring home a run as Neto comes in from third base. Shonowell advances to third. Bottom of the 7th with his team down by 2.
Splitter there. 91 lineup.
Trying to hold up. Moncada did not. Strike 2. Moncada strikes out. Wiped out on that splitter to end the inning. Really in counts a lot of the time.
Definitely an underrated base runner, though. It's great. A lot of leadoff home runs in his career. He's had 2. Well, it's a really good start, too, this season for the Jays.
And that's strike 3.
That's pain on the outside corner at the knees. That definitely was a strike.
Dalton Varsho has a couple of RBIs and 2 hits tonight. Gets so much play for his defense.
That grand slam today.
He's not hit much so far this year as his first homer, but he is did too. Yeah, at the time, especially in 2023 when Arizona was going to 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dalton Varsho. And that just missed ball 3. It's Kirk on deck. Threw it all time in those. As Varsho tags one to right, Adele will watch it go, and that ball is gone. So Varsho. One out, and now Kirk will be the back. Those World Series back-to-back years for the Blue Jays in '92 and '93.
They were really deep, those teams, too.
Liner to left. Taylor Ward puts that one away. Dave Stewart that year, too, and they had Jack Morris.
Yes.
I mean, they just kept bringing on either All-Stars or Cy Young. And you got Todd Stottlemyre. Liner to left as Ward backs up again, makes that play to win the inning.
Runners that need some runs.
A lot of base runners for the Blue Jays tonight. 8 runs, 13 hits, plus a lot of walks. Angel pitchers have walked multiple innings in both games. Don't see that too much. 17 pitches. Harris strikes out. Pops this one up. And Santander is.
Whoa.
That was a burner. That was bad. What are we, crazy? 22 pitches after his 17 yesterday.
Decent swings here for Joe against him.
Anderson takes ball one. Part of the order here against Yariel Garcia.
Tom Hanahan's been good behind the plate today too.
And just missed. I could have the top part of the zone, but it's ball.
It was almost the exact same spot. You had to go after that one. He fouled it off. So, man.
Easy inning for Yariel Rodriguez. He strikes out the side. Oh, no doubt. And then 3 at Dodger Stadium as there's another hit for the Blue Jays. 14. Toronto with the lead. There goes the runner at first. Throw down by Ohapi is pretty good, and it is in there for the out. Well, that might have slid off the base. That World Series.
That was like a couple days ago.
2 balls and a strike on Lucas. Sweeping a doubleheader today, 10-2 and 11-1. Here's Paris back for a ball off the bat of Lucas and making the catch. So he'll be okay.
Yeah, he's been great for them.
Scott Blewett, who got the win for
once in a while.
The shed is out. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 8-5 to Ross Green. And the first pitch, a foul out of play.
We're seeing fastball. We'll get up.
Base percentage around 350, a little more than that. So Neto expanded the zone there for strike 3. Okay for Baltimore, and Hendricks was very okay in his last start. He was excellent.